It's been a while, guys. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kip Jackson. If you really like that intro, it was filmed here with this iPhone 13. Now, it's not a 13 Pro or a 13 Pro Max, and that's because simply upstate New York doesn't have any in stock now, at least through AT&T or T-Mobile. They don't have either of the phones in stock now. It's gonna be about 2 or 3 weeks. Now, I'm excited to get that phone so I can bring you guys some personal projects, something really cinematic that I'm trying to put together in the future. But this is what you click for. The Sony a6100. Is it worth it in 2021? Yes or no? My opinion is so you're thinking of buying a camera, or you bought the camera and you're having second thoughts or whatever. So I've had the Sony a6100 for about 2 years now, about roughly maybe 18 months or so. So the camera is very good. It holds up to what comes out today. It's not a full frame camera. It's part of Sony's ASPC lineup. You got the a6000, 61, 3, 4, 5, and 600 cameras. A lot of cameras they have on their lineup. But the a6100 comes in around under $1,000 with a lens, and you can get that used on eBay even cheaper. And I think that this is a great entry point for those starting out in the APS-C world, or those just starting out with cameras or DSLRs in general. Now, it offers 4K, 24, 30p. Now, this camera also offers slow motion at 120 frames per second, but that's only at 1080p, but that's industry standard for now. Really don't need 4K slow motion yet if you're just getting started in videography. I brought it with me on several personal projects. Every wedding I've done thus far, I've done about 15 weddings just with this camera and commercial work and all that, and this camera has killed the game for me. In order to get the most out of your Sony camera, you need to operate it on a very neutral settings and very flat settings, so it's easy to color grade in the future. And this goes out to new and experienced users. Obviously, you already know that the Sony a6100 does not have picture profiles. That being said, you need to operate this camera on the most neutral, most flat picture profile that you can put on there. That's with your sharpness down, and the rest of it's here on the screen. If you just started videography, then honestly, the camera in your pocket, that's the one you want. Because as you break it out, it's stabilized already, the lighting's perfect, all the computational videography, it's right on there for you. But if you're looking to get into editing, you know, commercial work, or even developing a wedding, or even some more sophisticated YouTube channel, and you really want that detailed look, you want commercial stuff like that, the a6100 opens up so many doors towards that avenue. And the footage that comes out of here is clean, it's crisp, it's ultra sharp, especially when you pair it with a Tamron 17-70 or the Sony 18-105, or maybe even a G Master series if you're trying to break the bank. But obviously, I haven't even used the G Master series lenses that often because, let's be real here, them's as expensive as if you're looking to get into cameras and you really don't want to spend too much money as far as accessories go, as far as actual, you know, things you add on to the camera, then go a6100, because honestly, the accessories are super cheap now, because the a6000 has been out since 2014, and this came out in 2019. So the accessories are starting to be a little cheaper. I'm not necessarily saying you need to go and soup up your camera with the, you know, variable NDs left and right. But what I'm saying is, honestly, this camera, being as old as it is, makes it easier for you to equip it the best you can. The name of the game here is essentially getting the best picture quality when paying the least amount. Now, obviously, you're gonna need lighting like I have around this studio here to make the picture look like this. You're gonna need a, you know, external microphone, because the microphone inside the camera isn't the best quality. Like, I recommend getting maybe a Deity Lav starting off, or maybe even one of these sit and talk. This is a Shure, I can't read it, Shure SM48. It was like 15 bucks at B&H, you know, so you get it used probably like 10 bucks. Now, this camera is gonna be either my primary or secondary camera for years to come. I'm gonna keep it in my bag at all times. Don't rob me, but I'm gonna keep this camera, and I'm gonna try to upgrade to the full frame lines. And that's how I just think about doing stuff in my brain. If you're someone who's trying to progressively get better and not bite off more than you can chew as far as editing, color grading knows, or as cameras go, I recommend, you know, starting with, you know, iPhone, GoPro, whatever you want to start with there, and then working your way up to ASPC, which is, you know, crop sensor cameras, and then even going to full frame cinema line, stuff like that, slowly getting better and better, and not trying to just jump all the way to the end, spend the most money, because that's not what's gonna matter. People are here for your content. They're not here for, you know, the best picture frame. I mean, the best picture quality. So you got to prove it to yourself that you're going to learn this. And if you want to, you got it. And that's what I've been doing for the past 2 years, and it's working. I'm not the best, but learn from your friends, learn from your creator, follow people, network, and it's going to work out for you. It's your boy Kip Jackson again, and start somewhere. Peace.